Welcome back all. So I thought I'd create a save using the Mad Scientist's new 1998-1999 retro database. Apart from Valencia as possibly the most interesting team that I would manage, just because they are set to lose a Champions League final and then in a few years' time lose another, I felt like Fiorentina would be an interesting one. There are some incredible players obviously in this league. I was just going to AC Milan there, but even Parma obviously have some awesome players in Hernan Crespo and Buffon. There is just so much talent in this league. But there is one reason I thought Fiorentina would be an interesting choice. One driving force drawing me to this club, and it is this man, Gabriel Batistuta. So his honours I will put up here. They include an Argentine Primera Division for River Plate. He won something with Boca Juniors as well. But with Fiorentina, I feel like he fell a bit short. He won the Serie B title when they got relegated and came back up again. He won the Coppa Italia, if I can say that properly, with Fiorentina as well, which is good. And obviously the Supercoppa Italiana is important as well. But he didn't win a Serie A title and he didn't win a Champions League title. People may not have expected Fiorentina back then to win the Champions League. I don't know personally. But Gabriel Batistuta, at the end of the day, goes down as sort of one of the greats. Definitely one of the great Argentinian footballers of his generation. So with this save, I thought it'd be interesting to, try and create an incredibly dominant Fiorentina team. And before Batistuta signs off, now that I've said all this, he's probably going to declare his retirement in the next year by the end of the season. But long story short, let's win something for Gabriel Batistuta before he retires. I've already skipped forward and done some transfers because I thought it would be boring just going through the whole of pre-season. So let me show you our transfer history. We got rid of this guy, Luis Ayrton Oliveira, for £10 million. I mean, for me, £10 million is a lot when I'm going to show you the kind of players that you can get on this database. It's absolutely insane. We got rid of Robbiati, Tarozzi, who you might see Tarozzi and think, he's good enough. But yeah, long story short, Robbiati as well. We got rid of some rubbish players. But the players that we got in are absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. So we got in this guy, Louis Larosse. We got him in. For me, he's very good. He's midfielder, attacking midfield left, but I would say, based on his lack of pace, even though that's just gone up, which is nice, he's not a winger, is he? He's not an out winger. He's like a midfield left, but with the formation that we're playing, that I'll show you in a second, that goes quite well. So we got Patrick Pothuissen from NEC. All of these players, look at that, ridiculous. For some unknown reason, apart from the decisions not being great, but for some unknown reason, Holland in this database is the place to go. Look at these stones, 44.5k, 575. This is mental. Raul Cardozo, though, from Vélez, he's 30 years old. He's okay. Looking back, I don't think we really needed him, but I like his mental attributes. Thomas Irwan from PSV, 165k from PSV. And the next player that we got, I kind of regret getting him. I think he's all right, but we have got a big squad now. I went a bit mental in the signings that I made. We made more signings than we need to. Chris van der Weerden is also insane. He's match fit now, but his overview, obviously very good. We've got a lot of right-sided players. We've got Bas Roorda from NEC from 275k. Another Dutch player who is absolutely insane. We've got some real incredible players. Daniel Fagiani, we've got him as well. He's like an alright left-sided player, I find. Rushfeldt, look at his overview. He's absolutely ridiculous. Even though the focus only is on Batistuta, and I want to play him pretty much in every game, the limelight to be on him. But yeah, Arko Joachimsen, we've got some really, really cool players. John Bossman from FC23, just another sort of guy who's great in the air, kind of looks like Big Duncan Ferguson's overview. Moas from Monterrey, we've got him. He's pretty good. Thomas Galasek from Czech. So yeah, the tactics that I have employed are these broken arrow tactics that you can get on the manager's seat. I'll pin that up again because I did on my last video showing you where you can get this tactic. And now I just use it for everything because it's just a broken tactic. And it's fun. I haven't got time to be messing around with tactics and failing as a manager. I need to, hit the ground running. The Fiorentina fixtures, look at this. These last two I scheduled myself just to give them a bit of confidence. And they absolutely destroyed them too. They also destroyed Werder Bremen, which is nice to see. Lost in a neutral ground to Inter. Drew against Parma. These are neutral grounds. Lost against Juventus. Won against Roma. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's see how we can do in the first game of the season. let's play the first game. We've got Edmundo now to Cois. And this is going to be interesting because I don't really tend to play a lot with Fiorentina. And the players that we've signed, we've made some ridiculous signings. So can we do so well that we can challenge the other teams? Because we know that AC Milan have got the likes of Maldini. We know that Lazio have got like Nesta and Nedved. We know Juventus have got, well, ridiculous Del Piero, Inzaghi, Zidane. And Roma have got Totti. There are just, and Parma, obviously, with Hernan Crespo. There's just ridiculous, and Buffon, ridiculous players everywhere. So with the players that we've made, can we, that's Palladino, he's one of the guys that we've kept. He passes it back inside to Toldo. Toldo you could actually get some, like £8 million for. So I was considering, if I really wanted to like sort the transfer market out, I really could have got rid of Toldo and we could have got some awesome players. Here's Manuel Rui Costa now playing it first time to Batistuta. Can Batistuta open his account? And he doesn't. And I mean, this is the first game of the season. Ronaldo scores there for Inter Milan. This is the first game of the season, so it's going to be interesting to see Batistuta and Gabriel Batistuta opens his account with his first goal of the season. Nedved scoring down there. But that is it. You know, this saved the thumbnail, says it all. You know, we are trying to win something for you, big Batistuta. So if we can just, you know, I'm happy with 1-0, not bothered, you know, happily finish that. And now we're going to concede, aren't we? Here's Mendes with the corner. I don't know anything about Mendes. Oh, not a penalty. Edmundo wins it. He was putting his hands up. He thought it was. But here is Fiorentina now on the count. Edmundo, come on, Edmundo. Do something smart with it. Good ball forward to Manuel Rui Costa. Now Rui Costa has a chance to get a second bite at it. Brings into play Joachimson. Joachimson running in space now. And, I mean, that was a bit of a... There wasn't a lot of venom on that shot. So I would have been surprised if that had gone in. But Joachimson with the corner now. Batistuta there again. Gabriel Batistuta again, causing absolute havoc for Vicenza. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. Obviously, I've not put a lot of my own brain / talent into the tactics. I do feel like if we do well, I'm kind of cheating a little bit. But, you know, hey, these tactics, these arrow tactics are out there, you know, under the manager's seat YouTube channel. They're out there to be used. So, yeah, let's have some fun. Here's Fagiani now. Fagiani, what you going to do? Gets it back to Moas. Moas back inside to... Is it Palladino or Padalino? Here's Manuel Rui Costa now. Joachimson swiveling. Before getting it back to Torricelli. Palladino's on a card, which is a bit annoying. Here's Moas now to Cois. Manuel Rui Costa. And they're just sort of trying to find space, aren't they, to get it to Batistuta. Batistuta is sort of more... up front, it seems, on his own than my liking. But here's Joachimson now, and here's a chance. Oh, for the left back, Heinrich. Oh no, he's our left midfield. Heinrich is a left back, but he's playing left midfield in this game. Oh, that's a lovely first time ball to Manuel Rui Costa. And I thought that deflection was going to take it right into Batistuta's path there. But this is fun. We want to win Serie A. Batistuta went to Roma and won Serie A, but he didn't win Serie A with his beloved first European club in Fiorentina. So I want to win like maybe the Champions League or something. You know, we'll see. That's, oh my God, that's a free kick. Oh, offside. I was going to say that's a really light free kick if that is. But we're in third place at the moment. 3 points, you know, is 3 points at the end of the day. It's still very much early doors though, isn't it? Ronaldo has scored again. Inter are winning 4-0 away to Bari. And we've got ourselves to half time. So shall I show you guys 2 games in this first episode? I think I will, and then I will go away and play some games and come back and give you guys an idea of what's going on. I think the Coppa Italia is not enough, like the Italian equivalent of the FA Cup isn't enough for Batistuta. That is a major domestic trophy though, you could argue, but he needs to win the league with Fiorentina or the Champions League. Simple as that. Here's their guy to De Carlo to Mendes. They've not scored. Hopefully I don't jinx it. But yeah, we're keeping a clean sheet as well, which is good. And Moas is our new guy that we got. He's not been amazing. Here's Mendes now as well. Palladino. No, it's Padalino. I need to get used to saying Padalino. I'm going to bring Repka on. Oh, they've got themselves the goal. Torricelli's been really good, but I'm going to take him off. Here's Repka now. We've brought some fresh defensive legs on now. We need to just keep this win. 2-1 is 2-1 at the end of the day, you know. Here's Edmundo now. It's a nice ball forward to Batistuta. He comes deep though and brings Heinrich into play instead. Heinrich, that is terrible for Heinrich. Look at Fagiani, our new lad. Fagiani does so well there. He shows great strength and pace there just to get back and collect that. Clear out the mess. Ball out to Heinrich. I must say, I'm not too impressed, unless this ends up a goal, which it nearly did. You can't really blame Heinrich for that, but I was nearly taking Heinrich off there. Edmundo, the attacking midfield. I'm going to bring him off. Who shall we bring? We're not really spoiled for choice in terms of attacking midfielders. Maybe I should have signed like more of them. John Bossman, though, he's not an attacking midfielder, but if we hit it up, he can kind of like knock it on to Batistuta, maybe. Who knows? Maybe he can cause problems in the last few minutes of the game, which we hopefully win. Here's Joachimson now with a nice point side. Batistuta kind of gets underneath it. And a win is a win, 2-1. Passes completed were better. Possession was so much better. Our GX, shots on target 11 to their 2. Shots 21 to their 4. I swear I didn't even see half of them, unbelievably. But a good first result. We've not really tested ourselves. No disrespect to Vicenza. Juventus in the relegation zone there. We've not really tested ourselves against a great team. But I am intrigued to see what we can do with this Fiorentina team. I really am. Our second game is away to Cagliari, if I can say that correctly. Then I'm going to play some games and then come back maybe around Christmas time. I want to show you us playing sort of like the best teams, because I think that's the most interesting content, isn't it? Seeing how we do against the likes of Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan and Roma. But let's see how we do in our second game of this first video. So after the players that we've sold, and we've signed a lot of players, we have a good little balance there for £34 million, and we can extend our transfer budget. So, I mean, that'll affect the wages, but I'm tempted because I felt like we didn't have a lot of support in the last game in terms of substitutes for attacking midfielders, and that is what we need with the formation that we're doing. Maybe in the game if Batistuta wants to come back and I bring a striker on, but yeah, I definitely think there were better ways of going about the transfer market could I do this again. But let's get into the game. It's another night game. And I believe we are in the white kit this time round. Yeah, we are. So let's see how we do. We're still positive, not changed tactics or anything, because I just assume they're the best ones and we can win. Here's Dipatra to Tembo. I have no idea who he is. It's gone all the way back to Toldo, to Padalino. Padalino to Torricelli, to Cois. Cois looks to hit a ball forward. Batistuta nods it on. I feel like he could have brought that down with his chest and maybe run on it, because he got past the last defender there as though he had enough pace to. But his overview is obviously like ridiculous, which adds to the nostalgia. Batistuta with a lovely little ball ping forward to Manuel. Rui Costa there. Rui Costa. Oh, Rui Costa with the little dink. Ball inside to Cois. Cois is like the defensive midfielder all on his own, but he's not really good in the air. He's like he's one of them overviews where Batistuta's through. Scapri are all like keepers really good in this game or in this league. I thought it was a really good save, not a bad miss. Joachimson now, I'm sure Joachimson got an assist or two in the last game, but it hits the first man now. Zanetti, we know Zanetti. I just don't know if it's Christian Zanetti or Javier Zanetti. Here's Padalino now. Fagiani, I knew, signed it to Cois. To Edmundo now takes it in his stride very nicely, and that is lovely. That's very nice. A nice touch there to take it into his stride and just smashes it. Simple as that. My commentating is incredible, isn't it? But it's 1-0 away. We score the first goal, which is really nice. Torricini now. Padalino. Moas. Fagiani now. I like they quickly get it forward, very much like a gegenpress, don't they? Batistuta. They know what they're getting with Batistuta, don't they? They seem to get tight to him straight away. Goal kick. Padalino wins it. Dipatri, we're closing down pretty well as well, and I'm saying that. Look at even Fagiani. I just think we are playing so well. Fagiani at left back into Moas, to Padalino, to Cois. Cois all by himself in that position, but he doesn't seem to mind. Joachimson, not really looking at his overview, an out-and-out winger at all. So we don't really have any out-and-out wingers, I guess, in play, really, do we? Because if Heinrich, who is a left back, definitely in terms of his overview, great ball forward to Batistuta. And he has two, and that is stunning. Gabriel Batistuta, assist from Edmundo, third goal of the season, and it is 2-0 to Fiorentina already before the 15-minute mark. This game is proving easier than the last one, and I wouldn't have said that about Cagliari at all. 2 games played, 6 points though. Sampdoria have got a better goal difference than us. And so have Roma beneath us, actually. Inter in first with a mental goal difference because they won the last game 4-0, I believe, didn't they? Ronaldo amongst the goals. Batistuta now with a free kick this time. He doesn't want to be on the end of it. I feel like he's good enough. He should have been in the box, surely. Here's Heinrich. Heinrich bringing Fagiani into play. Torricelli now. Torricelli to Joachimson. Joachimson fancies himself. Inside to Manuel Rui Costa, now Heinrich. And that's got penalty written all over it on Football Manager, hasn't it? Fortunately for Cagliari. Can't say it. I'm not going to say CAG, because that's just disrespectful. Cagliari. I'm going to shut up now. Coes with a penalty. And I don't know why Coes was the number one penalty taker, but it's 3-0 to us. Joachimson now. Padalino. I always fancy Joachimson when he's on the end of like a free kick, when he's taking a free kick. Moas to Coes to Padalino now. Padalino looks so comfortable on the ball, doesn't he? Just goes back. Moas not afraid to get it back to Toldo. We don't care. I'd happily finish this game now, to be honest, at 3-0. I don't care about scoring more. I feel like we're in Italy. You know, we don't want to concede. We want to defend well, but we also know that that's a great ball. We also know that we need to score goals. Is Batistuta, if that's onside, that's really nice. I think it was off. Yeah. I thought as much. Oh, they're checking it, so it could well be. I could well be wrong. Goal disallowed. Yeah. No, I thought so. It was a nice idea, but Joachimson did so well there as well. We've got like our midfielders. Yeah, they really are. Midfield left, midfield right. They're not attacking midfielders at all, in the sense that they don't have a lot of pace. But 3-0 at half time is just great. Why they automatically put Heinrich though on the left? I think Fagiani's got a better sort of like attacking overview than Heinrich. But here's Torricelli. I mean, don't fix it if it ain't broken, I guess. To Padalino, they're passing it around comfortably now. Moas to Coes. Coes attempting a nice ball forward now, but Villa just collects it, or maybe it's Villa. Palladino or Padalino. Joachimson. I thought he was going to spray a nice ball forward. Look at that first time ball from. I could see that coming. I really fancy like Edmundo. He's kind of like really fancy Edmundo in a straight way. Tembo, Zanetti to Tembo. Joachimson. Batistuta. That is just nice. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's. I mean, bottom right, Batistuta. You've got like 20. Has he got 20 on finishing? He's got ridiculous finishing, obviously. Oh, Batistuta clears over the crossbar and it's a goal kick. Roma are going to be a problem this year, so I can't wait to come up against the big teams. I might go away and play some games because I don't want it to be like the world's longest series of showing you obviously every game. As I said, it may be around like December time, when not in real life, but December time in the game, when I come back and I can show you some highlights. Maybe I'll show you some highlights. That's a nice ball. It's Batistuta, and he hits it first time, and that's his 4th goal of the season. Maybe if we do well against some big teams, I'll show like the highlights of that as well. Batistuta knocks it down. Didn't see the ball that was hit up to him though. Edmundo passes it into space, or attempts to anyway. But Torricelli, we've got a second bite of the cherry. Joachimson, we've got pace up front, so we really fancy like hitting them balls forward. We really have faith that the players are going to get on the end of it. We've got pacey players to get on the end of it. I say that, but only in the attacking midfield positions really. And Batistuta, Joachimson doesn't have any. I know exactly what his overview looks like. I need to remember to actually make like substitutions as well. Moas for Repka. Batistuta. The thing is, the save is about Batistuta, but I don't want him to die at all. I'm going to bring Rushfelt on. That is it. Batistuta is sadly coming off. Don't want him to get injured. Don't want him to get fatigued. Joachimson, though, can he create a goal? Padalino, didn't even see where that went, to be honest. There's so much white on the pitch that there was no way I was going to see that ball. Joachimson has had so much of the ball, hasn't he? Coes with a lovely ball forward. Oh, that is... If that's onside, which I don't think it is, you can tell when the camera like pans back to the ref. But that was absolutely stunning. Regardless. We're winning the game regardless. Goal awarded. Oh my god. Beautiful, beautiful. Quick, before we score. Oh, it's another one. It's Pascal Padalino. Not short for action in this episode, definitely. We've got plenty of right backs, haven't we? May as well bring one on. I definitely overspent. Oh, look at Jonathan Zabina, who's actually really good. He's having like a right torrid time, assuming that's Jonathan Zabina. But I didn't know Jonathan Zabina played for Cagliari. Holdo now. Dilly-dallying on the ball, passes it to our right back now. We do like to get it forward, don't we? We sort of like passing it around comfortably, but when we see a run, like Joachimson, I always feel like, yeah, when he's, oh, what a pass. And it is a chance, and it's another one. It is 7-0 to Fiorentina. I'm so excited to play against like the big teams. I think based on this, I mean, you can't really sort of judge it based on this, can you? But Inter Milan are going to be horrid with Ronaldo. But he got 2 goals. He came on as a substitute and got 2 goals. Ridiculous. But I really, really, really think that we can win every home game. We are based on that. I would say we are good enough to win every home game in this season. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go and have some fun with this. If you enjoyed the first episode, let me know if you're interested in seeing episode 2. If you're not and you just wanted to see Fiorentina have a kick about and Batistuta in action, you've seen it in this episode. I guess you wouldn't need to see any more. But yeah, I'm thinking of bringing out a second episode. Let me know what you think. And thank you very much for viewing, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye.